Whoever wishes to come after me can indulge himself. Take it easy and do whatever you want to do. It's not quite as compelling, is it? I'm inclined to agree with the Canadian psychologist and thinker Jordan Peterson that the biggest factor behind the college protests and demonstrations by young people, be it about pipelines or climate change, is that we're failing to extend to them an invitation to this challenging adventure of life given by Christ. By nature, we want to give ourselves to something great. And when nothing great, truly great, is offered, well, a void is created. Nature abhors a vacuum, and it will be filled frequently by things that demand far less moral development and character. Just a click, just a sign. But if this invitation of Christ is offered, it's largely watered down. The demands are weakened, the need for one's own conversion is downplayed, and the objectives held out are nearly indistinguishable from political activists or self-help gurus. Nowadays, we're often told to be content if someone just shows up here. Don't do anything to jeopardize that. Don't challenge them. Don't set the bar high and risk their going away. Just be happy they're here. Don't set expectations high for attire, participation, intellectual engagement, and moral living. It's like what happens when kids have parents who set the bar low, expectations low. They will exceed your expectations and race you all the way to the lowest common denominator, changing the terms of the argument. Now it's no longer about holiness and Christian excellence, but it's an argument just to get to Mass. Peterson, who is appreciative of the Catholic Church, does call us Catholics out in a particular way. Jesus Christ isn't one religious figure among many equal alternatives. Nor is Christianity a path to God like any other. Jesus himself does not allow for that interpretation. No one comes to the Father except through me, he said. Unlike Muhammad and the Buddha, for example, Jesus didn't direct people first to his teachings, but to his person. I am the way and the truth and the life. Not follow my teachings first, that will get you where you need to go. First it is directing people to himself. I am the way and the truth and the life. That's why he could say, whoever loses his life for my sake and that of the gospel will save it. For you've made your life about the purpose of your existence. You've set the way, the truth, and the life above lesser things. You've let go of your life, the preoccupation with false or lesser things, so the life could become yours. Notice that the life is also the way. There's a basic framework or pattern that our way through life must take in order for it to be true life. It's a path that must be walked in this fallen world in the midst of which Satan is at work, even at work through individuals like Peter. Get behind me, Satan, he said, when Peter tried to prevent him from living the way, which does include suffering, rejection, death, and new life. Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself. Think of Peter at that fire before Jesus' trial, warming himself. Once, twice, 3 times he was asked, Are you not his disciple? You're a Galilean. You're surely with him. I don't know the man, he said. Jesus says, do that. Deny yourself. I don't know who you are. Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross, which is the place where the yes to God encounters the no of the world and the no of the human heart. Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me, which does rule out other alternatives. We do have to make a choice ultimately. And not choosing is a choice in itself. How I wish you were hot or cold, he said, but since you're lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth. Among other things, this gospel surely encourages an examination of conscience. So we could ask, if you leave Mass early, what in the world does that have to do with denying yourself and following Jesus? If you're being selfish with your time or resources, how is that losing your life? If you could help out here at Mass, why wouldn't you do so? Where does your responsibility lie? What will you be accountable for on the last day? If saving your life comes from dedicating it to Jesus and the gospel, are you reading the gospel at all outside of Sunday Mass? Ever? Parents in particular, notice that the only ones who know Jesus' true identity shared life with him day in and day out. Do you speak with your children throughout the week about him, about faith, about religion? Those who do so are way, way more likely to have adult children that actually practice the faith because they see that it's been integrated into their life. It's relevant. Moms, do you visit with your kids throughout the week, not a lecture, but conversations? Dad, do you ever bring this up? Is there ever discussion on faith in your life? Remember that you have a disproportionate influence on the faith life of your children, way more than what your wife does. Are you visiting with your children throughout the week? And finally, all of you, you live and work in the world. So, where are you possibly compromising your yes to God in the face of the world's no's? Social media? Office conversations? Keeping the Lord's Day holy? Where is Satan attempting to redefine who Jesus is in order to make your life about something less than it could be? Friends, the invitation Jesus extends to you to follow him originates in his love for you and his desire that you have a meaningful life. And it originates in his confidence that you can die and rise to new life. Hear his call. Don't be afraid. His mission to save the world awaits you.